A warm welcome to all my dear 8th standard children. Today we are going to see an interesting topic from your biology, right? So, what is your next topic? Yes, next chapter is about endocrine glands. Yes. Now, what is this endocrine glands? So, we can see many functions that happens inside our body, right? You must have been understood about the various functions that is happening inside our body, like your respiration, like your excretion, digestion, your nerve coordination. So, all this is done with the help of the organs, right? And there is some glands that present inside your body that helps in producing the hormones, thereby this hormones controls the various activities, your mental activities as well as stress activities. All these activities are controlled by these chemical substances which is known as hormones, right. So, actually there are two types of glands which is present inside our body, right. So, those are exocrine gland and endocrine gland. So, exocrine glands are the glands that they have ducts. They produces some secretions, and that is why they are called as duct glands, ducted glands. So, the exocrine glands are ducted glands, and there is the second type of gland which is known as endocrine glands. So, endocrine glands are the glands that they are also called as ductless gland. They does not have a duct, and whatever the secretion is secreted by the endocrine glands is directly mixed with your blood. So, it does not have any duct to store the secretions, to store the hormones, right. So, mostly the exocrine gland which helps in digestion, and mostly the secretions that they secretes will be in the form of enzymes, right. And the endocrine gland produces the secretions which is known as hormones, right. So, about the endocrine gland today we are going to see in detail, right. Come on, let us see. So, what is endocrine gland? As I already told you, it is known as ductless gland, and it produces the hormones inside our bodies, right. So, these hormones help in growth and development, and also it helps in other various functions inside our body, right. So, we can see many endocrine glands that is present inside our body, right. So, from the top till at the bottom of our body, we can see at different places we can locate these endocrine glands, right. So, which starts from we will start from the first, okay. So, what are the glands? So, we can see many glands inside our body. The first gland, that is, so now we are going to write what is endocrine gland, okay. So, what is endocrine gland? Endocrine gland. So, endocrine glands, the glands that does not have ducts. So, they are called as endocrine glands, and the secretion that they secrete, the name of the secretion is known as hormones. What is this hormones? HORMONES. So, endocrine gland produces the hormones. What are these hormones? Hormones are the chemical substances that help our body to do the various chemical coordination inside the living beings, okay. So, what is hormones? Chemical substances so, chemical substances that help in chemical coordination in the living beings. So, when they ask question in your 2 mark, you have to answer like this, in the living beings. So, this is the definition of the endocrine gland, or you can also write for hormones, right. So, what is endocrine glands? These glands are known as ductless gland, and whatever the secretion is secreted by the endocrine glands is directly mixed, poured into the bloodstream. Okay. Right. And what is exocrine gland? Exocrine glands are ducted glands. So, mostly they produce enzymes that help in digestion. Okay. And what are hormones? Hormones are produced by the endocrine glands, and these hormones are the chemical substances that help our body to do the chemical coordination. So, inside the body of the living beings, right? Yes. So, this is the definition of the hormones and endocrine glands. Okay. So, now let us see what are the endocrine glands. Okay. So, let us start from the first. Okay. Hypothalamus. So, hypothalamus, so which is present at the base of our brain. Okay. So, below the hypothalamus we can see the pituitary gland, right, and then pineal gland. So, pineal gland is also present at the base of the brain. So, at the base of the brain we can see hypothalamus, pituitary gland and pineal gland. Next, thyroid gland. So, thyroid gland is located at the neck region. Okay. So, near to our trachea. So, it is present in the neck region. Okay. So, next, parathyroid. Parathyroid is present inside the thyroid gland. Okay. So, inside the thyroid gland we can see the parathyroid gland and adrenal gland. So, where this adrenal gland is present? At the top of the kidneys, that is renal, at the top of the each kidneys we can see adrenal gland. Okay. So, this adrenal gland is also called as suprarenal gland. Supra means top, renal means kidneys. So, that is why this adrenal gland is also called as suprarenal gland. Next, pancreas. Pancreas is located at the base of the stomach. So, at the bottom of the stomach we can see the pancreas. So, this pancreas actually it is known as a dual gland. Why? Because it is also act as an exocrine gland and is also act as an endocrine gland. Okay. But all the other glands are endocrine only. Only pancreas does both exocrine as well as endocrine. Okay. Right. So, next one, ovaries. So, ovaries present only in the female. Next one, testis. Testis present only in the male. Okay. So, these are the glands that produces hormones and does various chemical coordination inside our body, right. So, now let us see in detail about these glands. Okay. So, here we can see in our body. So, at the base of the brain we can see hypothalamus, below the hypothalamus pituitary gland, and at the side of it we can see pineal gland, at the neck thyroid gland, inside the thyroid gland parathyroid gland, and here near to our chest we can see the thymus gland, which is not given in your book, but you have to know about the thymus gland, right. And then below the stomach pancreas, and above the kidneys adrenal gland, and testis for male and ovaries for female. Okay. Now, let us see what is the hypothalamus. So, here this is the brain. So, at the base of the brain we can see the hypothalamus. So, here at the base of the brain, here we can see the hypothalamus. So, this hypothalamus will help to control the hormones that is produced by the pituitary gland. So, the hypothalamus helps in stimulating the hormones to the pituitary gland. So, it tells the pituitary gland to produce the hormones or to stop the hormone. It will control the pituitary gland. So, okay. So, below the hypothalamus we can see the pituitary gland. This is a very smallest pituitary gland, and which is at the base of the brain. So this is the you can see here hypothalamus, and this is the pituitary gland. This pituitary gland is further divided into two lobes, okay. So which is known as anterior lobe, and this is known as posterior lobe, okay. So the pituitary gland is also known as pituitary gland. So this is pituitary gland. So this pituitary gland is also known as hypophysis. Hypophysis. So that is why the anterior portion of the pituitary gland is known as adenohypophysis, and the posterior part of the pituitary gland is known as neurohypophysis, okay. So these two lobes, they produces hormones, okay. So what are the hormones which is produced by the pituitary glands? So first we will see here anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary below the hypothalamus. So this anterior pituitary produces 6 hormones, right, and the posterior pituitary, that is the neurohypophysis, produces 2 hormones, okay. So what are the hormones that is produced by the pituitary gland? This pituitary gland actually it controls all the other endocrine glands. So that is why the pituitary gland is called as a master gland. So in your 1 mark if they ask which is the master gland, you have to write pituitary gland. So which is the master gland? Pituitary gland. So pituitary gland is the master gland where it controls the other endocrine glands, right, okay. So this pituitary gland is controlled by the hypothalamus, right. So which is the master gland? Yes, pituitary gland. So now let us see what are the hormones that is produced by the pituitary gland. So here we can see 6 hormones is produced by the anterior pituitary and 2 hormones is produced by the posterior pituitary. So the anterior pituitary produces 6 hormones. This is FSH. FSH refers to follicle stimulating hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone. So this follicle stimulating hormone helps in production of follicles inside the ovaries. So this not only it is present only in the females, so it is also present in the males also to produce the sex hormones, okay. Next one, luteinizing hormone. Luteinizing hormone. This also helps in the maintains our body. And then ACTH. ACTH it refers to adenocorticotrophic hormone, where the pituitary gland signals the adrenal gland to produce the hormones that is produced by the adrenal gland. So this is known as adenocorticotropic hormone. So that is why it is known as ACTH. The next one, TSH. TSH refers to thyroid stimulating hormone. Thyroid stimulating So the pituitary gland it stimulates the thyroid gland to produce the thyroid hormones, okay. Then GH refers to growth hormone. So growth hormone. So the anterior pituitary helps in production of the growth hormone. If the anterior pituitary produces the growth hormone, then only growth will happen inside your body. It may be your muscles, or it may be your body, or it may be your bones. So all this growth is because of the growth hormone that is produced by the anterior pituitary, okay. The next one, prolactin. So we will just call in short P or L. So this prolactin helps in production of milk. Okay. So this is the 6 hormones that is produced by the anterior pituitary, and posterior pituitary produces 2 hormones which is known as oxytocin and vasopressin. So vasopressin is also called as ADH, that is antidiuretic hormone. This antidiuretic hormone helps in retention of water inside our body. The vasopressin helps in retention of water inside our body. And oxytocin, what is the oxytocin hormone function is, the oxytocin hormone helps in rapid birth, rapid childbirth during the pregnancy. So when at the end of the pregnancy, the baby is born, right. So the baby, for the birth of the baby, the oxytocin helps in the enlargement of the pelvis region, thereby it helps in rapid childbirth. Okay. Right. And also this oxytocin helps in contraction of uterus after the delivery. So after the delivery, the uterus will be during the delivery, I mean during the pregnancy, the uterus will be enlarged, right. So once the baby born after, the uterus will be in a larger size to retain the previous size, that is normal size. The uterus has to contract, right. So for this contraction of the uterus, oxytocin helps, and also the oxytocin helps in ejection of milk. So the mammary glands which is present inside the body, right. So these mammary glands produces milk. So how, with the help of the oxytocin hormone only, the mammary gland helps in ejection of milk. Okay. Right, this is the functions of the posterior pituitary hormones. Okay, right. So next we are going to see is pineal gland. So what is this pineal gland? So which is not given in your book, but you have to understand, you have to know by this standard itself. Okay, because in your higher standards you will come to know what is pineal gland. Okay, so pineal gland is also present at the base of the brain. So this pineal gland produces 3 hormones. This 3 hormones helps in various functions in our body. It helps in changing the moods and mental activities inside our body. Okay. And this pineal gland produces some hormones like melatonin, serotonin. So all these hormones are produced by the pineal gland. Okay. So now children, in this session you have learnt about what is endocrine glands and what are the secretions by the endocrine gland, which is known as hormones. And what is hormones? Hormones are the chemical substances that control the chemical coordination inside the body of the living beings, right? Yes. And also you learned what are the endocrine glands. So the endocrine glands you learnt about hypothalamus, pituitary gland, pineal gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, thymus gland, and also you learnt about the adrenal gland. So in this session you learnt about these glands. So in the next session we will learn about the remaining part of the endocrine gland. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.